Our second top story of the week comes out of Miami Beach, where City Commissioner Joy Malakoff is suggesting an all-out ban of medical cannabis dispensaries in the city. In November 2016, 80% of Miami Beach residents voted to legalize medical cannabis, and more than 2 years later today, the city has only one dispensary and one commissioner who wants to prevent other dispensaries from opening. Just for reference, that one dispensary is Sutera Wellness Center at 1523 Alton Road for anyone in the Miami Beach area. Commissioner Joy Malakoff suggested to the city planning board this week that the city should consider repealing ordinances that currently regulate medical marijuana treatment centers in Miami Beach. Commissioner Malakoff also suggested that the city planning board should replace the current laws with an ordinance that prohibits any other dispensaries from opening within the city's jurisdiction. This shouldn't come as a surprise if you are in the loop with politics in Miami Beach, because Commissioner Malakoff has made her opinion on medical cannabis dispensaries clear in the past. In 2017, after the passage of state legislation preventing local governments from regulating medical cannabis dispensaries more than they regulate pharmacies, she tried to ban the dispensaries outright of Miami Beach. Beach residents responded on Wednesday, March 13th, when Florida for Care, a nonprofit 501c4, who was actually the catalyst for getting Amendment 2 passed by an overwhelming 71% of the vote, hosted a speak out at Miami Beach City Hall on the third floor, where residents came together and voiced their disagreement with the suggested ban. Main takeaways from the Wednesday, March 13th City Commission meeting. First, Commissioner Malakoff explained that there might be 10,000 strains of cannabis, but that doesn't mean we need 10,000 dispensaries in Miami Beach. She went on to explain that one dispensary is enough for the population of Miami Beach, which is just under 100,000. And she went on to show newspaper ads that said marijuana is more dangerous than you think. She also explained that she received letters that say residents supported the ban. But when she pulled up the newspapers, it reminded me of like the propaganda from Harry Anslinger, and William Randolph Hearst. It was a very weird moment. But just as a reminder, this week's vote was on whether to send her idea to the planning board to review it and decide whether it should be sent back to City Commission. Nothing definite was voted on today. Miami Beach still has their policies in place. But just to touch on one of her points, that one dispensary is enough for their size. Miami Beach might be small to some people, but if you've ever been there, traffic is insane. It's a mission just to get from one side of the city to the other. Miami Beach City Commission does believe in medical cannabis, but anticipating eventual legalization of recreational cannabis is really the heart of the issue. The commissioners wanted to focus the conversation on the future of cannabis in Florida. They're afraid that, if they allow a lot of medical dispensaries in the city, that once Florida becomes recreational, all of those dispensaries will turn into adult use dispensaries. Residents did bring up some great points. This was the most persuasive one, in my opinion. One resident explained that there's drug dealers selling cannabis in condominiums in the black market, and the need for more dispensaries is greater now more than ever to draw these drug dealers out of the black market, clean up the condominiums, and regulating and implementing more dispensaries is meant to stop the illegal drug trafficking. And currently, with the dispensary ban they have in place, and even worse, if they had Joy Malakoff's ban in place, it would help the illegal drug dealers even more. Other residents also explained that delivery isn't enough. The current dispensary there only delivers once in their area. All of this ban costs patients more money. And for them to have to leave Miami Beach to go get their product, delivery drivers increase traffic and don't contribute to the Miami Beach economy. And with a population of almost 100,000, Miami Beach can be a lucrative market the medical marijuana treatment centers should be able to tap into. The planning board is set to meet March 26th, and of course we will have an update for you next week. But in the meantime, head on over to Brittany Shamus's article in the Miami New Times for all the details.